Hello everyone, welcome to the .NET Office. In this video we will discuss how to write a Angular unit test case for HTTP client, or like we have the services method. So we will see all those things. So when we create our Angular application, so like generally what we do to get the data from the backend side or from the data, so generally we use the API, and those API we write in the services, and basically those are injectable, and we use it as a dependency injection in the component, and those API called by the HTTP client and HTTP client method like get, post, put and delete. So for writing a unit test case for the HTTP client, we have the HTTP client testing module and HTTP testing control. So these are the two main module and the controller which help us to write the Angular unit test case for the HTTP client. So HTTP client testing module is used to test the HTTP method using the HTTP client, and HTTP client testing module inject the HTTP testing control. So that we will see in a bit. And the HTTP client testing module allow us to easily mock HTTP request by providing you with the HTTP testing controller service. And using this HTTP client testing module and HTTP testing controller provided by Angular make mocking out result and testing HTTP request simply by providing many useful method. So we will see like what all are the method it give us to testing the HTTP client. Now if we will talk about the HTTP testing controller method, so there are four main method which we use generally, and one is the match, another is the expect one, expect none and verify. So what is the match? So as the name says, so basically it check like whatever the parameter is there, with that it is it is matching or not matching, like it is basically used for the searching the request. Expect one, expect that a single request has been made which matches the given URL and it's written the mock. Expect none is basically like expect that no request have been made which match the given URL. So like basically whenever we give a particular URL, or we can say the API URL, and according to that, like if there is no data according to that one, so we can check with the expect none. And another is the verify that no unmatched requests are outstanding. So these are the methods, and as per our requirement generally we can use the methods. Now the next thing is the test request. So basically the like once we get the data, then how we can test that particular request. So like I call a particular API, now the request is coming from that. Now how I can do that? So there are one property called the cancel, and that is a boolean property, and it is a read only whether the request was cancelled after it was sent. So that we can do using the cancel. Another is the request property. So basically the use of this is to declare, like it is basically declared in the constructor, and it is checked using the HTTP request. Now what all are the methods which we have for the test request? So one is the flush. So what is the meaning of this flush? Is basically to resolve the request by returning a body plus additional HTTP information. Like for an example, when I call a particular API URL, and what is the response is coming from there. So how we can get using this flush? If there is any error, that we can get using this error method. And another is the event, like if I want to capture any event, that I can do using this event method. So these are the main important method which we have. Now next thing, like how we can check our API, like how generally we can write the test cases for the API. So currently like we didn't write the API, so generally there is a one JSON placeholder. So basically like this is the site which give us like free REST API. Through that we can, what we can do, we can create fake data, and based on that we can test the API. So generally if you will go on this JSON placeholder URL, so let's go to this one. So this is look like this, and from here if you will go, it contain methods. And what are, like, there is one post, another is the comment. So these are the basically resources, albums, photos, to-dos, users, and these are the method for, like, for this post API method we have this get method, and similar to that one the post. We are going to work in this with this post only. So through that we are going to write. So let's write the unit test case. So I'm using this student service which we are working from the previously. So what I have done in this, so basically what I have done, I have taken a one like the URL. So basically what is this URL? It is the same URL which we are having, because we are going to use this API. Now in the constructor we have put the HTTP client, as you know, because like when we write the get post like HTTP client method, we have to inject into the constructor. Then I'm calling the get list of data. So through that one, what I'm going to do, I'm like, this is the URL. From there I'm going to call this post API method. So basically, like, what I'm going to call, I'm going to call this one. So now, like, what it will return, it will return this post model. And what it is basically contains some property, like one is the user ID, name, title, and body, and based on that it will return the data. So that is the get method, and another is the post method. So basically from here we are posting one information like the post model data, and through that we are like posting that into this JSON URL, and which we are using this post method. So for these two we are going to write the unit test case, and apart from that one we will see how to like write the unit test case for the error which we get. So where I am going to write the unit test case is for student service spec.ts. So here I am going to write it. So first, like, what I have taken here HTTP client testing module and HTTP testing controller, and here I have taken these three variables for the HTTP client, student service, because we have written inside this one, and HTTP testing control. And inside this, before each, I have taken this HTTP client testing module, and the provider we have taken the services. And next, and before each, I have initialized both the object which we are having. Now here I am going to write the test case. So first test case I am going to write for the get method. So now currently you can see here 4 test cases passing that we written in the previous video. So now this is the test case. So test 1. So here I am going to write like HTTP client get method. So now in the get method, so basically like what I have done here I have taken a one like object that is a test post, and I have created a one dummy data that you can see. Now from that service, because this service is basically the object of this student service, then I'm calling get list of this data, and basically this is the API method. Now I'm going to subscribe that one, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to expect this test post. So basically like this test post to be, this post should check the mock data. So as of now, like, it will not execute, like it will not check this test case, and the reason is like until we will not use these method, because still we didn't call like this our like service. So basically what we have done, we have taken an object of the request and HTTP test control dot expect one, and here what we are doing, like we are getting like from this data, and in this request we have checked like the cancelled, because we are calling this service, so it is not cancelled. That's why it should be falsy, and the response type is always JSON that we are checking. And then what we are doing, we are like flushing the data. So basically it resolve the request by returning a body plus additional HTTP information such as response header. So that we are checking with this like test post, like whatever the like this data is coming or not, that we are checking, and then we are verifying that particular data. So this is the way we are writing the test case. Like first we are creating the dummy data, then we are calling our service method, and then we are checking like this like directly we are calling that API, and through that we are checking. So this is the way we are writing. Now at point of this time, if I will write save this one, it should be like 5 test case should be succeed, and that we can see. If I will go on the browser, so here we can see like HTTP client get method is passing. Now next is for the post method. So for post method, so here what I have done, like here first we have taken an object that is test post, and here I have assigned one data because we are going to post it, like insert this data, and then I'm calling the method which we have created in this service, and I'm passing, because this method will take one post model object, so that we are passing to this one, and here we are expecting this. Now the similar which we did for this get, what we are doing, we are creating one request object of this HTTP test controller, and we are calling that post method, and now we are checking like that particular call is not cancelled and the return type. So like everything we are checking, and based on that we are checking this HTTP client post method. So now if I will save this, at point of this time it should show the 6 test case should pass, and we can see the same here. If we will go on the browser, same we can see for the post method also. Now similar to this one, what we are going to do, we are going to write a test case for the error, like to capture the error. So for that one, so generally what like I have given HTTP client 404 error test case, and here I have taken a one dummy message, like that is mock 404 error occurred. Now first what we are doing, like we are calling this get method, and we are expecting like when we are getting this data, we are like it is failing and it is giving this error. Now inside this one, like we are taking an object of the HTTP error response, and in this we are checking like the status is 404, and the error is basically error message which we are having here. Now here we are calling this particular like URL which we are having here, we are calling it, and then we are checking the flush one. So and then we are verifying. So this is the way we write the unit test case for the HTTP error as well. So this is the way of writing the unit test case for the like HTTP clients. HTTP client. So that's it for this video. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.